A funnel is only as good as the numbers. If you think of your funnel as a big slot machine, how much money are you putting into it? And time and effort included, not just money. How much are you getting out of it? Is it a slot machine you'll play all day? But if you're not tracking the metrics and those floodgates of your funnel, then you're wasting your time. So the metrics, you cannot improve what you can't measure.
This is the Phunnel Podcast with Jody Jelas.
Hi, welcome to episode 1 of the Phunnel Podcast. Today, we're going to talk about the 5 components of a high converting funnel. But before I do, if you need high converting sales funnels built completely for you by a crack team of high converting funnel experts with over 1,000 funnels built to date, then go to funnelpodcast.net where you can download my PDF, 6 strategies my most successful clients use to increase profits from sales funnels. You can also chat to a funnel expert by sending an SMS, text, chat, or jump on a strategy call where we will do actual strategy specifically for you. So a bit of background, I've been doing this for 23 years. So anything that I'm going to be sharing with you on these podcasts, they're going to be factual, they're going to be tried and tested, they're going to be proven things that we have been working with our clients on for 23 years. So we've gone through the whole process, right from website design, back when it was just straight up coding, through to the drag and drop systems you've got today. So when I'm going through these, there has been something really interesting I've been talking to people about lately. So other people who have been in the game for over a decade that I have been talking to, no matter how much technology changes, no matter how much strategy changes, or more information and data is out there. Yes, the tools are getting easier, and yes, there's slight changes to the way things are done, but do you know what I'm finding? The stuff that worked 10 years ago, the foundation of the strategy is still working today. There's phases that people go through, but like AI has come along and technology's improved. But the more technology improves, the more you need to bring a human factor into your funnels. So these components that I'm sharing with you today, they were true 10 years ago, and they are true today. Now, I've got my own spin on them, but I swear if you follow these, it's like the foundation of your funnels, and you can't go wrong. So the first thing out the gate, number 1, top of my list, and this is really important. Number 1, is what I call your delivery jam. Now, if you've heard me talk about this before, I've been rabbiting on about this for years, for good reason. When we go into business, we need to focus first on lifestyle. Make sure that you're building a business around a lifestyle that you love. It can change over time. Be fluid. Don't worry about that. But when it comes to your business, you've got to base it on your lifestyle needs. Maybe you go through life, you start out single, and then you transition into a phase of your life where you've got a wife or husband and kids or whatever it is for you. Obviously, your priorities are going to change, but build it around a lifestyle you love. And don't be afraid to move and be more fluid. Now, coming back to the delivery jam, the reason I start here is everybody's different. Nobody's the same. Even things that seem like cookie cutter are better to be customized. But your delivery jam is who you are. And no matter what the phase of your life, the chances are your delivery jam's not going to change. Here's what I mean by delivery jam. What is a way that you can share your genius, your teaching, your methods, your code, whatever it is you share with the world? How can you share that in a way that is in alignment with how you like to deliver? Example, I've got a friend who likes to deliver on a stage. She loves an audience. She's in total flow. If she was to create an online course, I would tell her to stand on a stage. I did. This actually happened. Stand on a stage, stay in your genius, stay in your flow, deliver your content, have it recorded, bang, there's your course. For me, I don't like seeing the audience because I'm quite polarizing. So I think that person loves me, that person's going to kill me in the parking lot. So for me, I prefer to do video because you're either listening to me right now and think she's a dick, or you're listening to me right now thinking, wow, she's onto something. I'll listen to more of her stuff or work with them or take the next step. So for me, the delivery jam is really important. Maybe your genius is writing. Maybe you're one of these people that wake up in the morning, you start writing, you're in total flow, and that's when your best stuff comes out. Now that these days, you can take that written content, put it into an AI video generation software, and you can have videos created without it being your face, or you can train it to be your face without having to create videos. You can turn that content into videos, or you can turn it into audios, either using your voice or somebody else's. So your delivery jam in a way that's in flow for you, how to get that content out is so important and definitely number one on the high converting funnel list. Now, it may sound like that's not to do with a funnel, but a funnel has an energy behind it. If you're trying to deliver your content through a funnel, like if you hate video and you're trying to do video to camera like this, people are going to smell the fakeness a mile away. You're going to hate it. It's going to suck your energy and you're not going to want to do it anymore. The other thing about delivery jam is it's not just your delivery jam. So first and foremost, you first, your business is for you, for your family, for your legacy. But what is your audience's delivery jam? We're going to talk a little bit more about your audience in a second. But what is the way that they like to receive? Are they busy mums in a car? They're running around and they want to listen to audios while they're running around picking up the kids and taking them to sports. Obviously, that's familiar for me. If it's video, maybe they prefer to see you and hear you and see words on a screen. I've talked before about what I call the rhino effect. I was in Africa and we were walking with the rhinos, and they said for a black rhino to know that you exist and put you in danger, it has to have two of its senses ignite. And it got me thinking because, you know, if it can smell you and see you, you're in trouble. If it can see you but it can't smell you or anything like that, taste you, you're in a world of trouble, then they don't actually register that you're there. So you're safe until two senses ignite. And it got me thinking about that's how people absorb content. For me, I'm a very visual person. I love videos. But if I'm driving and listening, I'm visualizing a visual in my head anyway while I'm listening. Some people, if I am watching a video on a screen, it works well to have the words on the screen as well, like subtitles, which is a really good thing to do for captions, especially on social media, but even on your program sometimes. Give them the option to have captions. If they're absorbing the content in more than one way, I feel like it drops in and sticks more than if you're just delivering it in one way. So what is the way that your audience will absorb the content the most and therefore take action? Here at Funnel Builders, we specialize in full done-for-you funnels and courses. And the best part is our strategy calls are not just some cleverly disguised sales call. We will give you actual strategy that's specific to your business. Your expert will give you a personalized funnel map for your business, and then if you like it, we can build it. Just go to chattoanexpert.com and book a call with one of our experts, or just jump on live chat. Your funnel expert is waiting. My pet hate, and I've left money on the table, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions on the table in the past. I've taken programs off the shelf because people haven't done the work, and that kills me. I can't hold everybody personally accountable, but I want to create offers in a way that's going to hold them accountable as much as I possibly can in a leveraged way. And I want to do it in a way that the audience is actually taking it on board and that it's sinking in, as well as them then going and taking the action. So the more touch points on the way that you deliver your content to people, the more they're going to absorb the content and the more likely they're actually going to do what you tell them and therefore get a result. And we really want our customers getting results. So that's enough on delivery jam. I could talk about that one all day long, but the second one comes back to your audience again, and that is their psychology. So just as the example with the busy mum, what is their decision-making process based on your avatar? how do they go about making decisions? Do they make them quick on the spot? Because, you might have an audience that's, I'm going to keep going back to the single parent scenario because obviously it's relevant for me. You might have someone who makes fast decisions on the spot. So the way you set up their funnels, you want to make it easy to make decisions. A perfect example of that is maybe in your shopping cart, you use Stripe so they can purchase. But if you've got a potential client that's busy and on the go, chances are they're not going to be able to pull their credit cards out quickly enough because they're in between doing things and they think they'll do it later and then you might lose them. But a person might remember their PayPal login. So if you're giving them the option of Stripe and PayPal or credit card and PayPal in the cart and they're on the fly making quick decisions, then they're going to be able to purchase really quickly because they just remember their login. My phone remembers it. Probably really dangerous, but hey, I'm a online shopper. It's a little problem. The other thing, so their decision-making process, how quick they are, how they work, and make sure that your funnel is designed for that audience and you've got them in mind. Also triggers. What's things that trigger them? There might be language that is familiar for them, or it might be language that triggers them in a negative way. Either way, you can use that to your advantage through the funnel, whether it's helping them move away from a pain or move towards a pleasure. If you're solving a problem, what does that dream outcome look like if you've solved that problem for them? Just really get inside the mind of your audience, and you want to make it a no-brainer. So what is it? If you were to ask one question about your audience, what is the problem you're solving? That will be an absolute no-brainer purchase for them, where you might not even need to consider price. Because if they want that problem solved and you make it a no-brainer and you make it easy for them to purchase because it's in alignment with how their brain works, then you're going to get a lot more sales through your funnel than you would if you don't take that into consideration. And then also your trust levels or their trust levels. What is it that builds trust? So for example, if I see one more, we guarantee you X amount of leads in the next X amount of days. Oh my God. I'm sick of seeing it. I've had experience with it. It's not authentic. It rubs me the wrong way. I'm not saying guarantees are bad, but I'm saying that most people that offer that, in my experience, don't hold to their guarantees, or they put something in the fine print that gets them out of it. Or they get you on a sales call and then down sell you into something that isn't guaranteed and make you the reason why they're not guaranteeing it. So for me, if I see that, it's a trigger, it's a red flag. I lose trust. You'd think that if someone's going to give you 100% money back guarantee, that it'd go, oh, I trust them now. And I used to think that way, but because I've been burned, I don't actually believe guarantees anymore. So if I make a purchase, I'm making a purchase knowing I may never, ever, ever see that money again. And that's on me. That is my responsibility as a buyer. And I've either got to suck it up or don't make the purchase. There was a time there where I took guarantees out of my offers because going back to, I want to make sure that I'm holding my audience accountable. By giving them an out that's a guarantee, I was half saying to them, come in and give this a crack, but if you don't do the work, don't worry about it, move on. I wanted to take that away. It's like you're either all in or you're all out. You've got to be 100% fuck yes to be able to actually come and work through our programs. So when people are creating courses, if people are like that particular one, I was helping people take their genius and put it into an online course. We're doing that again soon, but it's so much easier. Anyway, side note. So I took the guarantee out of that. Do I still have guarantees? Yes. Have I refunded people? Sure. It doesn't happen very often because I also do not feel comfortable with a high refund rate in our industry. So I like to make sure that we over deliver. I like to make sure that if there are guarantees, then we will do it really quick. I don't want the energy of an upset client. So, over the last however many years, we hardly get them anymore anyway. So that's around the psychology of the buyer. The next thing, number 3, is funnels. Now, obviously, we're funnel builders. We build funnels. That's our area strategy. But the funnels are really important. But I just wanted to give you a few things about funnels. Obviously, you want to make sure that the funnel's within your delivery jam and that it marries up with the psychology of the buyer, as we talked about before. And you're probably going to think this is weird for me to say. People build too many funnels. You don't have to go out the gate and build 8 funnels and throw ad spend at all of them and then hope that they work, because most people will throw the baby out with the bathwater and go, funnels don't work, run away from the business, and they're done. The thing with funnels is you're better off to pick max of 2 at a time, and you look after them and you get them working like a well-oiled machine, because when they are, you can scale them, then look at building more funnels. So each funnel has a floodgate, and I'm going to do a whole episode on the floodgates of a funnel, but I'm not going to go deep into it today. But you think of each step of the funnel as a floodgate, and you want those floodgates to be open and for it to flow, and you've got to watch how that works. You've got to get those metrics working to make sure the floodgates are all open. So don't try and do too many funnels. Just 2 funnels at a time, a simple one and a more complicated one, and then you're going to tweak and measure. The 4th component of a high converting funnel is, of course, traffic. A funnel is not worth jack if you're not running traffic to it. It's a shop in a desert. You could have the best product in the world, but if there's no eyeballs on it, what does it even matter? Nobody's going to buy it. The amount of people who will build funnels and then run traffic to it and then think that their offer doesn't work, when really no one's got eyeballs on their offer because they haven't done their funnel strategy right. They haven't thought that through, and they go and think that I don't need to offer this product anymore, it's not working. Have eyeballs actually been on that product? Check that out first. So the different traffic sources. Maybe you've got money to invest into your business and you want to spend it on ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads are mega cheap, and you'll be surprised at what audiences are actually on TikTok these days. It's quite surprising. Maybe you're all over social media. Again, with social media, don't try and do all the social medias. Pick 1 or 2, follow that strategy and do it well, and repurpose that content into the other socials, but don't try fit a square peg in a round hole. I'm going to do a whole episode on organic socials and repurposing your content and automating it in another show. Maybe you're built on referrals. So for the last 3 years, we hardly market. So I've started doing this podcast show as a first step to really getting us out there, because for the last 3 years, our entire business has been completely built on referrals. It's done well. It's the best my business has ever done, but it's been a little bit lazy of me, to be honest. So if you've got a referral built business, add 1 more traffic component to that. Whether that's adding onto the referral system by getting rewarding people through affiliate commissions to actually promote you, or maybe doing JV partners with people with big lists. But referrals is a great way to build your business, and don't forget to get those Google reviews as you go along as well. So the 5th and final, and probably really the most important, I think I said that about Delivery Jam, is a funnel is only as good as the numbers. If you think of your funnel as a big slot machine, how much money are you putting into it? And time and effort included, not just money. How much are you getting out of it? Is it a slot machine you'll play all day? But if you're not tracking the metrics and those floodgates of your funnel, then you're wasting your time. So the metrics, you cannot improve what you can't measure. You want to track all the metrics of your funnel. Keep a big spreadsheet of it if you need to. Those metrics are so crucial, because that's what stops people throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It is those metrics that you can look at and see the different parts that you can tweak to increase the flow. So when you run a funnel, check those metrics every single stage. Is that a slot machine that you're going to play over and over again? We are looking at creating an app right now where your individual funnels are on this app giving you your stats, and it's going to be color-coded to show you if you are hitting the ideal opt-in rate, sales rate for that type of funnel. It's coming soon. So Metrics, number 5. So just to summarize, we've got number 1, delivery jam. Number 2, the psychology of the buyer. Number 3 is the funnels you choose and keeping it simple, but applying key strategy for your audience. Number 4 is traffic. Don't be a shop in a desert. And number 5 is the metrics. Track your metrics so you can constantly improve them. So those are the 5 components of a high converting funnel. They have been stand true 5 features for decades now. They're still true. It's still relevant. And I'll see you in the next episode.
You've been listening to the Phunnel Podcast with Jody Jelas. Subscribe to get more strategies on higher converting sales funnels with new episodes every week. And to download 6 strategies my most successful clients use to increase profits from sales funnels. Go to funnelpodcast.net to get our exclusive free PDF guide.